night, and we begin with an in-depth look at the state of law enforcement. Across this country, there is a police shortage. In fact, a recent survey found 86% of police departments are reporting a staffing shortage, and a quarter of the 18,000 agencies statewide have had to reduce or eliminate services because of that shortage. And this comes amid a recruiting crisis. Almost 80% of police departments are having trouble finding qualified candidates, and 75% say recruiting is more difficult today than it was 5 years ago. The challenges of recruiting spans agencies of all types and sizes, but why? What has changed? Reporter Hannah Buehler leads us off tonight.
Probably one of the worst days in my career in 28 years, watching people that I don't feel should be back out in society, walking back out into society.
As he sat in his Lockport office in late September, Niagara County Sheriff Mike Filicetti says he could hear 7 parolees who were picked up on technical violations leave the facility chanting, "Less is more." He says they were referring to the Less is More law signed by Governor Kathy Hochul in late September, which prevents recently paroled prisoners from being jailed on a technical violation such as missing curfew.
One had as many as 36 arrests, multiple convictions. Some were in here on domestic violence charges, strangulation.
This is just one of the many police reforms in the state in Sheriff Filicetti's 28-year career that he says has changed the scope of the law enforcement profession.
My hope is that we can dial these things back and start holding people accountable.
And he says he worries the events that have unfolded in the country since 2020 have tainted everyone's idea of the law enforcement profession.
I think some people that were going to get into law enforcement may have had second thoughts.
Police, both retired and on the job, who I spoke with for this story, say the profession has been cast in such a drastically negative light over the last few years, new recruits may find themselves looking elsewhere. In Florida, for example, Republican Governor Ron DeSantis recently offered a $5,000 sign-on bonus for any police officer who isn't being treated good in their state to come work there.
Our application numbers were really, really low out of the gate, and I was concerned.
Filicetti says it was hard finding new recruits to take the civil service exam in Niagara County. In 2019, he says more than 500 people took the exam, but this year interest was low, with only 130 people registered in the beginning. Filicetti says a big recruitment push by his office made a difference in the end, with 412 applicants, still about 80 fewer than the year before.
You start to go, you know what? That job is just getting harder and harder. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be involved in it.
New recruits are needed to replace longtime officers who are leaving. The Erie County Sheriff's Office saw resignations and retirements increase since 2019. So far this year, 56 deputies have left compared to 46 for all of last year. New York State Police resignations and retirements were up in 2020 at 287. As of September of this year, 180 have left. In Buffalo, the story is a bit different. In 2019, the department saw 67 retirements and 8 resignations. I'm told related to the Buffalo Police contract that year. That leveled out in 2020 with 29 retirements and 3 resignations. So far this year, 28 retirements and 2 resignations.
The challenge for policing is a lot of politicians started knee-jerk reactions in passing legislation and policies that really made the police feel like they were the criminals and gave more rights to criminals than victims of crimes or the police that are paid to go out and enforce the laws that they make.
Retired Buffalo Police Captain Jeff Rinaldo is one of the 28 who retired this year in Buffalo. While he says the events of 2020 did not contribute to his decision to retire, he says the changes being made legislatively, such as bail reform, raise the age, or ticketing in place of arrests in the city, have been made with little to no police input.
If you're demonizing the police, then the system kind of stops right then and there, because if the police don't feel like they can bring people into the system without having their livelihood put in danger or risk or their safety, well then your reform was to just basically try to stop people from entering the system.
And while all police departments are not seeing a drastic uptick in retirements, Rinaldo says many are struggling with attracting the officers of tomorrow.
There's been a lot of changes to the benefit packages. There's been changes to the retirement system. Around the country, there's been a call to remove qualified immunity. I believe one state so far has done that, which basically opens you up to personal civil liability, even for actions that are not criminal. So the more unattractive you make this high-risk job, the worse candidates you're going to attract. And what we've seen is when recruitment becomes difficult around the country, standards get lessened, so you can attract more qualified candidates.
And despite all changes in the profession, Sheriff Filicetti says it's important new deputies and officers stay focused.
I said, don't let how things are looking right now discourage you from this job. It's still a great career. There's still a lot of great things going on in law enforcement. And with everything else, times change things. I'm hopeful that I'll see the needle go back the other way on some of the things that have been passed here in New York State.
Now, retirements and resignations in Niagara County are also up this year. New numbers that I just received show so far this year, 35 deputies have either retired or resigned. That is as opposed to 30 last year. Live in the newsroom tonight, Hannah Buehler, 7 Eyewitness News.
Hannah, thank you for your reporting tonight.